everyone at Crossflatts, it's Mrs. Brewis again. Just wanted to drop on and say hello. Hope you're all keeping well and still keeping safe, still doing our washing hands and looking after our families and spending lots of time together and enjoying the glorious sunshine. Hope you really enjoyed making your Easter nests. Thank you to everyone that sent me pictures and photographs and little messages of your Easter nests. They looked delicious and much better than mine. We have got some Easter eggs left over from Easter actually, so we might make some more Easter nests with the leftover chocolate. They're really good for that. So if you've got any leftovers, you could make some Easter nests as well. So I'm back in my pinny and I thought today the lions, some of the lions, hi there lions, they'd messaged me and said they'd like to see another video of me making something else. And I thought, what could I make? So I thought, well, what about pizza? But an easy pizza, so you don't have to make the dough. The dough is already made for you. So I thought we'd have a go at pita bread and tortilla base pizzas. So that's what we're going to make today. So as usual, first job, we must wash our hands. So I'm going to go off and wash my hands and I'll see you back in a second and we'll go through the ingredients. Okay, so my hands are all sparkly clean, as I hope yours are. First job I'm just going to do is pop over here and pop the oven on because we need the oven to be able to cook our pizzas. So that's the oven on, so you might need to get a grown-up to help you with that bit because obviously the oven gets hot. So switch the oven on, about 200 degrees or sort of gas mark 5 or 6 if you've got a gas oven. I've got a fan oven so it cooks quite quickly, but I always put it on at about 200. That's a bit of science for you then. You can go and find out the differences in Fahrenheit and centigrade, do some extra learning. Right, so the ingredients. So I'm going to switch the camera around so that you can see the ingredients and I'll talk you through them. Okay, so the first thing you're going to need are some pita breads and some tortillas. These are brilliant for pizza bases, absolutely fantastic. I've then chosen a variety of ingredients. You can choose any you like. I've got some sweet corn, yum, some tomatoes, some ham, some chopped up chicken, and then I've got lots of yummy grated cheese, much easier if it's grated, some tomato puree, a few little herbs and a dish to mix those in, and I'll explain that in a second. So there are your ingredients. I've got my oven on, got my ingredients ready. I've got a pizza tray to put mine on, but any baking tray will do. Okay, so we've got all our ingredients ready. The first thing we're going to do is make a tomato-based sauce to put on our tortillas or our pita breads. Now, I really like making this with pesto, but unfortunately I haven't been able to get any pesto, which is really frustrating. I could make some. Actually, if I collected some herbs and parmesan, we could make some. That could be another recipe. But for now, I haven't got any pesto. So I'm just going to use some tomato puree. Any tomato puree, you can get this in a little tin or in a jar. I've got it in a tube. And I've got a little dish to mix in. And just to add a bit of flavour to it, I'm going to add some oregano. I love oregano on my pizza. So I'm going to do a really big splurgy squirt of tomato puree in there. Sometimes tomato puree can be a little bit thick. So you can also add a little bit of water just to loosen it a little bit so it makes it easier to spread. I've then got some oregano. I love oregano on pizzas. I might put a little bit of this on at the end as well. So I'm going to sprinkle in some oregano. There we go. And then I'm going to give that a little mix. And I am going to add just a tiny little bit of cold water just to loosen the sauce a little bit. I think I've just spilled a little bit. Just to make it a little bit runnier and easier to spread on your bases. And that's the next thing you're going to do. So you can see I've got a nice spreadable consistency there. If you haven't got tomato puree, if you've got tinned tomatoes, they're brilliant on pizza as well. You can just drain off a little bit of the juice and then use the tinned tomatoes with a little bit of herbs in there as well. If you wanted to add a bit of salt and pepper, you can if you're making this for grown-ups. Not too much salt though. Then you can do that as well. And any other herbs are fine. Mixed herbs, basil, any herbs that you've got in your cupboard. Okay, so then we're going to spread this on the pizza bases, so our pita breads and our tortillas. So I'm going to go and do that now and then I'll show you when I've spread it. Okay, so I've spread my tomato puree mixture on my pizza bases. Now if I'm feeling really good and really adventurous and wanting to do some cooking in the kitchen, I might make a pasta sauce and then whiz it up with a hand blender and use that on my pizzas, and that's a good way of getting hidden vegetables into my boys because I can put carrots and things in there and they don't know it's in there. They just think it's a pizza sauce. But don't tell your mummies and daddies I've told you our secret. Anyway, here are our pizza bases with our tomato puree spread on. Now, I just did a squirt in there. I didn't really tell you how much was in there. Just a good squirt. You can guess, you can use your estimating skills how much tomato puree to put in your bowl. If you haven't made enough, make a little bit more. And if you've made too much, pop some cling film over the little dish, pop it in your fridge, and it'll last for a couple of days, so you can make some more. We're going to have these for lunch today, so I've done one for each of my boys, and then my husband and I are going to share this one with some salad. My boys won't have salad, but me and my husband will. So we're going to add some cheese to this now, and I've just grated some cheddar cheese into a bowl, and then I'm just going to sprinkle it on the bases really, really simply. Okay, I'll go do that and then I'll show you. So I've now got my cheese sprinkled on. Now, if you are a vegan and you don't eat cheese, you can get vegan cheese for that. You don't have to put cheese on it at all, actually, if you don't like it. Pizzas can be eaten without cheese. Now, the proper cheese that you should have on pizzas is mozzarella, of course, because it goes all stringy and gooey. But I didn't have any mozzarella. I had just cheddar cheese, and that's absolutely fine. It will melt just the same. But mozzarella would be ideal, and I would prefer that. If I could get some, I would go and got some, but I haven't got any in the fridge. So we've just got cheddar cheese on our pizzas. Now, you could just eat them like that, which would be the margherita pizza. I'm going to add some different toppings to mine, but if you just like cheese and tomato like that, that's exactly what you would do. You pop it in the oven now, but I'm going to add some extra toppings to mine. I've got some cheese left over. Now, I like a little bit sprinkled on the top when I've finished with my toppings, so that's what I'm going to use that for. So I had ham and chicken, and I had tomatoes and sweet corn. I'm going to put ham and chicken on the boys' ones, because they only like that. They don't like any vegetables on their pizzas, but my husband and I will have a little bit of sprinkling of sweet corn and some tomato on ours. So I'm going to go and sprinkle those on now, and then I'll show you what that looks like. Okay, so I finished making my pizzas and they are ready to go in the oven. As you can see, I've put tomato and sweet corn on this one, and these have just got ham and chicken on. I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit more of that cheese that I had left over just on the top, so it's all nice and gooey cheesy, and I might sprinkle a little bit of pepper on mine and my husband's before it goes in the oven. Okay, now pizza toppings. Wow, you can put anything on a pizza. I have just put what I had in the fridge, which is what makes this recipe so easy, because you can just put whatever you've got in your fridge. I wonder if you can send me some ideas through my email address, or Lions, you can send me it through Class Dojos, of all your favourite pizza toppings. Question: do you like pineapple on your pizza? I love pineapple on my pizza. Unfortunately, I haven't got any pineapple though, so I can't put any pineapple on. But I love pineapple, and I love pepperoni, and I love salami, and I love chorizo. Ooh, the list is endless. I wonder if some of you can come up with your most favourite pizza toppings, and maybe send me a picture or even a drawing of your favourite pizza topping and explaining what ingredients you used to make your pizzas. That would be fab. Now, these need to go in the oven. Again, please get a grown-up to help you with that. I might use some oven gloves or a tea towel to put them in the oven. In fact, you must do that. Pop them in the oven, and they'll take about 12 to 15 minutes. Just keep an eye on them, really, and get your grown-up to help you look in the oven and check. Once the cheese is melted and it's bubbling, then the pizzas are ready. Probably might not even take 12 minutes, maybe even just 10. Again, you kind of just have to keep an eye on them and make sure they don't burn. But they do cook quite quickly, because the base is already cooked. You don't have to cook that. It's quite easy, just warming that through, really. Okay, so I'm going to go pop these in the oven, and once they are cooked, I'll be back to show you what they look like. There we go, guys. They are the finished pizzas fresh out of the oven. I've added some rocket, which I've just dressed in a little bit of balsamic for my husband and I. I'll slice that up using this pizza slice. But again, this is sharp, so let your mums and dads help you with that. And then the pizzas for the boys are ready. My big boy's just been in now and said, "Mum, that won't be enough for two of us. I might have to make some more." He absolutely loves those pizzas and probably will eat both of them just for himself. So I'll have to make some more for Logan. So that's your pizzas. Please have a go at making them and send me your pictures and messages and let me know how you got on and tell me your favourite pizza toppings. Pizza's been my favourite thing since all this has happened. I don't know why. I think it's because it's easy and I can put lots of different toppings on them. It's really, really cheered me up doing this video. It's quite nerve-wracking doing a video, but I actually really enjoy it because I feel like I'm talking to you all. I feel like I'm back in the classroom and I'm teaching you how to make pizzas. Like I said, I felt like I was back in the classroom teaching you how to make Easter nests. I hope you're all keeping really safe and well. Keep us updated with all your amazing learning. You are doing amazing. Be proud of yourselves. We are proud of you. Say hi to everyone for me. Say hi to your mummies and daddies and enjoy watching the video and let me know what you think and let me know how you got on. I miss you all terribly and I know you guys are missing school and missing that normality, but we'll be back very, very soon hopefully, and we'll have the best, biggest time celebrating. Enjoy your pizzas and I'll see you very soon. Lots of love. Mwah. Bye.